Hello everybody, and this is James with OutLaw Frags, and guess what? I've got an incredible winter list for you that is my favorite top 10s for winter. So stay tuned and we'll cover all of them in just a moment. First, I gotta say that all 10 of these are amazing fragrances. They're all great in their own little facet, but they all come together to make my top 10 list for my winter frags for this year. This is my primary winter rotation. So, with no further ado, let's get into this. In my number 10 spot is gonna be one that I think a lot of people have kind of heard about lately, and that is Banana Republic Oud Mosaic number 17. Now this is definitely a surprise for me. For the cost of this is absolutely amazing for the quality of the scent that's in here. This was released in 2016. This is part of the Banana Republic Icon line, and this stuff is great. And what I get out of this is a oud up top, rose, and then a wonderful little plum note behind it. This, for me, is long lasting and it has moderate sillage, but this is a hidden little gem. So once again, my number 10 spot is Banana Republic Icon Oud Mosaic number 17. My number 9 is an Armaf, and it is from the Niche line, and it is Armaf Nich Oud. Now this is really misnamed because there is zero oud in this, but what I do get out of this is amber, spices, and vanilla. This is classified as a oriental woody, and it smells wonderful. I will say I wish that they would have named this appropriately, because I think when people get a hold of this, they are expecting to get a note of oud, and it is gone on vacation because it is not in here. But even with that, this is an outstanding, wonderful fragrance. It is long lasting. It's got moderate projection. This is just a gem in my opinion. And this is my number 9. This is Armaf Nich Oud. And remember, there's no oud. And my number 8 on this list is one that we're probably all pretty familiar with, and that is John Varvatos Dark Rebel. It was released in 2015. And this one is an oriental woody as well. I think you're gonna find kind of a theme going along in my list, because I really dig these. This is absolutely my favorite out of the John Varvatos line. This thing is such a hidden gem for the cost of it and the performance. John Varvatos is known for making fragrances that have piss poor longevity. This one's not too bad. But even if it did have piss poor longevity, this smells good enough that I would reapply. There's just no getting around it. For a dark winter cold weather scent, then this one just hits it out of the park. And my number 7 is Fendi Absoluto. This to me is just wonderful in a bottle. I love this stuff. I wear it as much as I can. This was released back in 2014. The notes that I kind of get out of this is oud and tonka. It's just a wonderful blend. Spicy. To me, it comes across a little tobacco-y, even though I don't think it is listed in the notes. This is long lasting, and the sillage on this is moderate. So if you want something that's going to stick around and is going to push okay for the first 3 hours, then this is definitely one that you want to put your hands on. And this is classified as a woody spice. And my number 6 for this list is one that I think a lot of people will recognize right off the top, and this is Bentley Intense Man. This was released back in 2013. This stuff rocks. Main notes that I pick up out of this is rum, incense, and some woody notes. Leather is a wonderful player in this, which I really enjoy. It's got benzoin and cinnamon, and the cinnamon is in the background, and I absolutely love this stuff. Can't go wrong with this. This is classified an oriental spicy, and that is what you get. This dollar per mil is some of the best juice around. Now we're getting ready to get into my top 5. My top 5 are the ones that I personally absolutely, when it's cold, or well, where I am at when it gets chilly, I crave to wear, because I don't get the chance to wear them very much in the climate that I live in, which is the desert. So I really enjoy the fact when it's cool enough for me to wear these, man, these are the first ones that I'm going to reach for. Number 5 is from Terry Mugler's Amen series, and it is Pure Tonka. I absolutely think that this is one of the best ones out of the line. Between this and the original are my two favorites. I love the DNA that's in this. The main notes I get out of this is Tonka, coffee, and cocoa, which makes for a wonderful combination. Great thing for a cold day when you want to smell really warm and inviting. This is my number 5, and this is Terry Mugler's Pure Tonka from the Amen series. And my number 4 is one I don't have a full bottle of, but I have a decant, but it is Tom Ford's Tobacco Oud. This is another one that is named wrong, in my humble opinion, because there's no oud in this. I don't know why they've done this, why they call it, Tobacco Oud. This needs to be named Tobacco Amber, because that's exactly what you get, is a face full of tobacco and amber. It is absolutely a decadent scent. I think it is narcotic when I put it on. All I want to do is smell myself. This stuff is amazing. The notes that I pick up, like I said, with this one are going to be tobacco, amber, and cinnamon, which are the main players. This was released back in 2013 by Tom Ford. The longevity on this one is long lasting, and it has a moderate projection, which is absolutely wonderful. This thing pumps right off my skin for a good 3 hours right off the top, sometimes 4. This stuff is amazing. If you don't have it in your collection, do like I did, get a decant, because this stuff is retarded expensive, but it's really good. And that is 18.21 man-made sweet tobacco spirits, and this stuff is a little bit of heaven in a bottle. This is an awesome every chance I get to wear this, man, this thing is definitely gonna be on me, because this stuff, in my opinion, is absolutely outstanding. For the price you pay and the product you get, this is a no-brainer. This was released back in 2016. The main notes that I get out of this are Tonka, tobacco, which is not listed as a note, red wine, and vanilla. This thing has amazing longevity. It lasts up to 12 hours on my skin, and if you get it on your clothes, you're talking days. The projection on this thing is enormous. This pushes out like Terry Mugler's Amen series like nobody's business. Man-made sweet tobacco is classified as an Oriental vanilla. It is absolutely intoxicating. This stuff is amazing. If you haven't had the chance to get your nose on this, make sure to either get yourself a decant, a sample, or just, to me, this is blind buy worthy. This is absolutely an amazing fragrance. You cannot go wrong with this. So my number 3, once again, is 18.21 man-made sweet tobacco. Now this is my number 2. This is a no joke position right here. Number 2 and number 1 are amazing. They are from a house that I absolutely love. I haven't seen anything that they have made in this line particular that I do not like, and that is Your Home Intense. This right here, and I don't even really know how to put it in words. It is so good. It is iris, it is leather, it is ambrette, it is lavender, it's powdery, it's got a little sweetness to it, it's got a cocoa vibe to it. I mean, this stuff to me, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 9.9. Really, this is an up-class fragrance. This is something, if I'm gonna put on a suit, I'm gonna put on this. If I'm gonna put this on and it's cold enough to pull this off, guess what? I'm gonna still put this on, because I absolutely love the way this smells. No brainer. Cool weather. If I have a chance to wear it, this is my number 2. And this is Your Home Intense. This is a woody floral musk, which I don't quite get the florals from unless they are including the iris note that's in this. You know, other than that, I don't get much florals, but this stuff is amazing. It is very long lasting, and it has a very heavy projection and sillage. Can't go wrong with this. Little pricey, but worth every single penny. My number one on this list is, and again, another fragrance from the DR Home line, and that is DR Home Parfum. This is one I really had to search all over, and it took me quite a while actually to find, because it's just not that readily available here in the States. This was released back in 2014. It did not have a North America release. That's part of the reason why it is so hard to find here in the States, Canada, or any place in North America. What I get out of this is iris, a huge leather note, which is amazing. It's backed up by rose and sandalwood. This, to me, screams success, money, wealth. Just everything that you would want to be is in this bottle. I can't say enough about this. This is one of the frags that, since I've got, has been absolutely one of my favorite fragrances in my entire collection. I am so happy to have this, and I feel really blessed because there's a lot of people that have looked for it. It is not cheap. This is probably the most expensive per mil fragrance I have in my entire collection, because this is a 75 mil. I wish they made it in 100 mil, but nope. So I just got to be happy with what I have, and I'm very, very happy with this. This thing is super long lasting. It has a very, very heavy projection and sillage. This is my number one, and it is number one for a reason. If you haven't smelled this, or you don't have this in your winter rotation, wow, are you missing out? This will go down in my books as one of the most iconic, wonderful fragrances that has ever been produced by a designer. I love this stuff. I hope that you guys have a chance to get your nose on it, because it is amazing. One of the best blended fragrances I have ever had a chance to enjoy, and it is every bit in line with all of the rest of the DR Home line fragrances. This stuff and this line is absolutely one of the best. So get your nose on it if you haven't yet, because this stuff rocks. And with all that being said, I hope you enjoy my list, and remember, there is no bad time to smell good, and this smells good.